Good afternoon, folks. How is everyone? As always, I hope you're the big three, my friends. I want you to be healthy, happy, and safe. And you know what I want from me? Like, share, remind, thumbs up, thumbs down, leave a comment, turn somebody onto the channel. Today, we are going to take a look at a cider from Castellum Cider in San Diego. This is their strawberry-passionfruit-pinkguava. If it had come in one of those big old bomber cans, I would have put it in Midnight Onyx just to really pimp it out. But it doesn't. So, the ABV is 5.5. It's 16 fluid ounces. It's from San Diego. Standard government warning bullshit. Contains sulfites. Produced and canned by Castellum Ciders in San Diego. Keep our planet rad. Dude. That's everything. And their website is virtually non-existent. So, we have the regular brewmate to keep our cider cold. And I did chill down the elevated craft short pint glass. It's short pint because it's only 14 ounces. So, but let's get into it. No music today. We just did this as a snap setup because it is 112 degrees in Phoenix. It is hot out, my friends. That is an interesting looking cider though. And man, is she fizzy. Whoa, we never get that much head on a cider. And she is basically the color of Strawberry Quick on top of it. Anybody remember Strawberry Quick from back in the day? Completely acceptable. Strawberry Quick was fine. Regular Quick was good. Just plain old, white milk was fine. I'm a boomer. I grew up in that age. Let's get a temp on this. Oh, doggy, she's cold. We are looking at 40. No. Again, the problem with shooting when it's 112 degrees out. Light, please. What is that saying? I can't read it. It's backwards to me. 39. 39.40. So this is cold, especially for this particular cider, I would think. I mean, it's the right temperature to drink in this temperature, but maybe not at that temperature. But it'll warm up in a blink of an eye once I pull it out of here. Let's do Biden time and see what she thinks. That is a really, really nice, sweet, fruity nose. That strawberry passion fruit pink guava is really working well. I don't know if it's the strawberry and the pink guava that have kind of melded together to make that really, really interesting nose, but man, it smells good. Smells tasty. All right, let's slip her the tongue, see what she's like at this temp, and we'll pause. We'll give her about a nanosecond to warm up, and then we'll come back and we'll see what she's like in a more appropriate temperature range, somewhere in the 40s, and then maybe we'll go up into the 50s. We'll see. Let's go. At this temp, literally just rides the soft palate back. There's not even a whole lot of tongue involvement until you get to the end. It's kind of apple forward with the fruit mashup behind it. So think like 60-40 apple fruit. On the other hand, she's dirty at this temperature. And that really nice fruit mashup is just laying in there. She is interesting. If you wanted an SRM on this, not going to take very many of those to go to black, so let's say 25. I don't know if ciders go to black. Anyway, that's all lovibond. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to top her off, pulled her out of the thermal retainment unit, cooling cup. I'm going to let her sit out for a couple of minutes to warm right up. As you can tell, she's already warming up. So, be right back. Let's get a look at this at a more appropriate temperature. All right? See you in a minute. Big machine. Alrighty, so I'm getting a 4748 number here, which means she should have opened up considerably on the flavor profile. Let's find out. We're going to go Biden on it again first, get that sniffer in there. So, she's gotten warmer and the nose is flattened out. I'm not getting that rich, fruity mashup that I was when she was down around 39.40. It's still there. It's just a lot lighter and softer. Is what it is. Well, let's slip the tongue, see what she's got for us now. On the flavor profile, she has opened up considerably. Now we're looking at the entire soft palate and the intradentals instead of that center stripe. We're looking at the first half of the tongue and then the back of the tongue, but nothing in the middle of the tongue. I don't know. She is much more fruit forward, as in the adjuncts have come more to the fore. So whereas before we were looking at like a 60-40 apple fruit mashup, now we're about 70, 75, maybe 25 fruit to apple. So interesting. But this is also a lot of times what happens when you bring them up in temp. Their webpage is garbage because it doesn't exist. And so I really have no basis for a serving temp or a serving vessel. You know what? This is a blue collar channel anyway, so we calls them like we sees them. Salud. That being said, I really like the flavor on this. The strawberry, pink guava, and passion. Get trim my mustache. Sorry about that. So the strawberry, the pink guava, and the passion work really, really well together. She's actually kind of reminiscent of having a little kiwi in there. I know it sounds odd, but that's what I'm getting. Maybe they should put a little kiwi in here. It might just really amp this all the way up. So I'm going to check the temp one more time. If we're at 50, we are done. If not, I'm going to let her warm up just a little bit more. $50. So we are done here. There's no sense in letting this get any warmer. So, is she good for the style? Yeah, she's really good, and she's interesting. Flavor profile is nice. There's a good progression. There's that interesting change in the nose and the interesting change in the flavor progression as she warms up and blossoms. Would I buy this again? You know what? Maybe. Maybe. It's not a definite no. And again, I'm a beer guy, not a cider guy. Yeah, maybe, because this is actually pretty interesting. Should turn the boy onto this. Would I drink it again? Sure. Try it on tap. The original tap pour. If you handed this to me out of the cooler, what would I say? I'd say thank you. It's completely serviceable. There is nothing wrong with this at all. On the other hand, I'm going to look for a beer afterwards, because I'm just a beer guy, you know. Wow. She's got to be up around 52, 53. Again, it's 112 degrees out here. Shit warms up fast. She's got to be 52, 53. She's gotten really nicely sweet. You go get you some dinner. That's right. That was the Kestrel is out. It's too small to be the hawk. He's scaring the shit out of them pigeons. You go, buddy. Kestrel, sparrowhawk. Little tiny version of the big ones. Pretty birds. No, I'm wrong. She's got to be 52, 53. She's gotten much sweeter. That fruit-forward note is really interesting now. I'm glad I was flapping my gums while we let this warm up a couple more degrees. I'm going to give her a 5. The Cinco. It's delicious. Would I buy this again? Yeah, probably. I got to be in the mood, and it's got to be an occasion, but awesome. Folks, if you have ladies in your life who tend to like the somewhat sweeter stuff and don't like beer, they're going to like this. This is really, really good. Sorry. Again, she didn't lace where's the cuss, but it's a cider, and ciders don't lace, and the IBUs on this are, as always, 0. Because it's a cider, there's no hops. But yeah, no, she's worth a 5, man. This is good stuff. Especially when you let her get up into that 50 zone. Think like a really well-made candy that's well-balanced between sweet and tart. Think of it that way. And they must have went with tart apples when they put this together. Again, they don't give us any information. But surprisingly good. And well worth the 5. So, thanks for coming by and putting some eyeballs on here. You're my people, and you know I'll love you. I always want you to be the big 3, my friends. I want you healthy. I want you happy. I want you safe. Honorable, dutiful, vigilant. Gray man, head on swivel. Hot and handy. Hot and handy comes with its own set of responsibilities. Check with your local regulations to make sure you're in compliance. Even though all restrictions on the Second Amendment are unconstitutional. And again, thank you to Brother Runner, whose gift to the channel is a cider tacker, and it's in our video today. Unfortunately, that's Golden State, and we're drinking Castellum. But Runner would like this. Runner tends to like the sweeter stuff. Run, put some eyeballs on this. I think you're going to like it, brother. So, until next time, my friends, I have an interesting dragon fruit one inside for next week. So, let's see what that has to say. Skal. Yeah, even topping out, she's got to be mid-50s now. Easy. Solid. Really, really interesting. Again, that strawberry-pink-guava passion-fruit mashup works really, really well. Does have that weird, odd kiwi note in there, though. And that's not a bad thing. It really does work well. Adios.